when I like remove myself from the hood, right? Hood people, the hood mentality, I can actually see that it's a school of thought, bro. Everybody's moving the same way. Sometimes I feel like they shooting Death Star rays just to mess with people's brains in the hood. Any hood, really. Because y'all all think the same. Y'all all move the same way. Y'all look at each other the same way. I should not be getting hate from my own brother that I don't even fucking know to begin with. But you walk into a hood, looking a certain type of way, you could even, from your perspective, have a blank face and it still might be offensive. A lot of these niggas in the hood be highly offended, very sensitive creatures to be so tough. It's scary, actually. It's very scary. But when you look at this mentality everywhere, bro, how people carrying themselves, you can see that not only does words have power, but it's a direction of words that's being forced upon us through our music, through our television, through what they show us on the media, bro, through the media. Like, then you ain't even trained. A lot of black people in the hood ain't even trained to venture outside of this school of thought. You're not trained to educate yourself, to seek education, to seek more words, a higher volume of words, like to expand yourself in whatever way that you can. You know what I'm saying? It limits your perspective, bro. It limits you, bro. You can see how everybody, my G, my baby, saying certain catchphrases. It's a mentality, bro. It's like a bunch of NPCs, dog. Like, the mentality in the hood amongst impoverished people specifically is not, you can actually see that it's a mentality, bro. From how they talk to their kids, again, to how they deal with each other in the streets, in the homes, you can just see it all the way across the board. Basically, everyone's doing the same type of shit. And it's scary, and it's because everyone's listening and watching the same type of shit, and nobody's expanding, bro. Like, I personally got lucky and appreciated information, acquiring more wisdom, a different perspective, a healthier perspective. I appreciated education, so like I got lucky in being able to find that in myself, but a lot of people don't find that in themselves, bro. And the purpose of this is, bro, don't fall into the school of thought of those around you, because one of the things that's very hard to do, it is actually very hard not to become like the ecosystem you're around. Like that movie, They Clone Tyrone, bro. Again, another perfect breakdown of the black community, certain ecosystems. I'm sure certain hoodish, white communities, Jewish communities move the same, right? Because ghetto is ghetto. It ain't about color. But we just got different seats at the table with our different ghettos. But I'm pretty sure it's the same type of shit in any other community that's of a hood nature, a hood mentality. You see what I'm saying? But you can see the breakdown, bro. Drunks at the liquor store, the drug dealer, people that's buying, the Arabics that's letting it slide, and the Arabics that's probably breaking the law themselves by selling 2 for $1 loose cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? This shit goes on in Detroit all day, bro. Anywhere you can find drugs and loose cigarettes. I swear to God, bro. We got more liquor stores than churches in Detroit. And that's a fact. That's a fucking fact. But liquor store be right next door to the church. Shit. But anyway, you can see this mentality, how it crosses all the way across the board, bro. And it's because it's a certain type of language, bro. In the beginning was the word, and the word was good, and it was with God. Well, the words that they give us, where are these thoughts coming from? Where does this music, for example, come from? You know what I'm saying? If they pay an artist a penny for their thoughts, then you got to ask yourself, well, what type of thoughts are they having? What are they thinking? What are they speaking on, bro? What are they projecting into the hood? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a reason that it's a reason that certain artists, in particular black artists, can't get famous and well known if they don't talk about certain subjects. It's because it's actually impactful and there's actually an agenda behind it. This is a perspective. You can believe what the fuck you want. I don't care. But you got to understand that these things, from a tactful standpoint, if you're trying to attack your enemy, you do that from within, but not always within the community. You do it from within the individual. You figure out how to alter somebody's mind. You can alter their decision making, and you can alter their lives, bro. And you can alter the battle, the war that you're waging silently against these creatures, right? That you deem as whatever. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're an evil antagonist. So you got to look at the people that's in charge. They are quite literally evil from a certain perspective. You do not do this to a culture of people or to anyone without having some type of malice, some type of insecurity, some type of evil. And they should be obliterated from this planet for doing what they do to my people. And I'm mad at my people for falling victim. But also at the same time, I can't be, because you can't, if you're born into the hood like I was, it is truly a blessing to be able to make it away from certain types of people, to make it out of certain situations, to not repeat certain cycles, to have a whole different school of thought, bro. It's truly a blessing to have this, bro. Because not everybody is able to think differently and expand, dog. That's a fact. So if you are one of those thinkers in the hood, of small thinkers, of people with limited vocabulary, limited perspective, you got to remove yourself, bro. You got to remove yourself. If you're the black sheep, it might actually be a reason for that. And God might actually, the universe, you know what I'm saying, your karmic debt, your karmic assignments might actually have it assigned for you to relocate and get the fuck on. Because realistically, bro, people with those type of intelligent caps, people with those type of imaginative caps, perspective caps, is only going to cap your life too, bro. It's only going to limit you, bro. You got to break your limiter like Saitama in the manga. You got to break your limiter, bro. But it's your spirit limiter, bro. You got to break it, because people will limit you, bro. They'll limit you to their perspective, which was never even fucking cultivated. For you to embrace what they say is true as an actual reality is fucking moronic. Maybe you belong there, but if you can see past the bull in the limited perspective, you have to get the fuck on. Because slowly but surely, you will become like the environment that you're in. The body is biology. You're made to adapt. So you can do this shit willingly or you can do it unwillingly. But on some level, you're going to be trapped inside of the same ecosystem, echo chamber that they're in, even if you are of a higher intelligent nature. Over time, you will be corroded. Period. So this is a perspective, but this is also advice. Get away from dumb people, bro. Period. Get away from people who aren't thinkers, who aren't shedding light, who aren't trying to bring light to your life, bro. Get away from them. I try to stay from advice because I don't always see myself as fit to do that. But then I remember no one is, and everyone's doing it, and I got an actual healthy perspective because I actually been through a lot. I defeated a lot by myself, bro. With God, but by myself, bro. No fucking help. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I felt some type of way about overcoming my demons by myself. A lot of people got moms and dads, you know what I'm saying? Significant others, brothers and sisters that they can turn to, best friends. I ain't got none of that. Beat it all by myself. No excuses, bro. It's no excuses. Yes, the hard path sucks. I've elected to take the hard path, though. You know what I'm saying? I've elected to be alone, to not sell drugs, to work at fucking Burger King. You know what I'm saying? A restaurant. To try to personal train on the side, to steal DoorDash. I've elected to do other things versus go to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I've elected to chase my dream versus a nightmare that was bestowed upon us in the fucking hood. You see? And I'm telling you, words are powerful, words are magical, and language is a system of communication, bro. It's a system, it's an agreement. It's symbols that are either written or some type of verbal articulation of it from a human vessel that is a way of expressing and communicating. That's all fucking language is. But you got to think about the language that we're using. How are we communicating to ourselves as black people and to each other in the hood, bro? It's not a good communication, bro. It's limited words. It's, words made up, which ain't necessarily a bad thing because we got our own language as blacks. But I'm saying it's not people with a higher intelligent way of like expressing ideas, expressing themselves, disseminating information, sharing information, helping each other evolve. The language that we're using is keeping each other dumbed down, and it's a lot of negative energy that's behind it, bro. And you can see that all you got to do is listen to somebody talk in the fucking hood. Have a smart conversation about anything with anybody that you know that's really hood and see how well that shit goes. Reading and comprehension are two different fucking things. So even if the motherfuckers can read, chances are they're not going to comprehend what the fuck you're saying or writing down. Not if you're actually a true thinker, bro. Get away from hood mentalities, dog. I've seen it. I've lived it, bro. I promise you. I've been the smart nigga around dumb niggas, bro. I hate being that guy. Nobody listens. People roll their eyes when you walk in a room. You get rejected. You get shunned. You get cut off. People try to overtalk you. You get disrespected, but it's really just a projection of their own insecurities because they know they're fucking idiots. I've been that guy for real, truly. Not the smartest creature, but smarter than a lot of motherfuckers I done been around, for sure. And it's annoying, and these are the things I've seen, and if you have been in similar situations, you know that I can't tell a lie. You've been through it too. Don't allow lower intelligent beings to bring you down to their level. Because I promise you, it's not about you letting them do shit. It's really just a matter of you hanging around long enough and your subconscious mind picking up on habits that you ain't even fucking consciously detecting. Because you're unconsciously doing it, bro. You're not always aware of what's going on with yourself. You're not always aware that you actually like something on some level to take it into your own mannerisms or your own language, your own verbiage, how you express yourself. You're not always conscious of this shit, you know? From a cognizant standpoint, you might disagree with some of the things you pick up from lower intelligent people. But on a subconscious spiritual level, there's some pieces of you that aren't evolved. There's some pieces of you that are open to suggestion. Anybody can be open to suggestion, even if you got a strong mind. It's always just a matter of time, bro. Keep that in mind. I'm gone.